Hey y'all, Gray here, and welcome back. Hey, I just want to cover Divinity, and honestly, I see a lot of potential, and I am looking forward to it. For those of you who don't know what Divinity is, it is made by Larian Studios. It is literally their universe baby, and they put a lot of work and ethics into it, and it's honestly it's a treasure trove of awesome rare gems within it, especially with Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 and the remaster editions. They also done a couple of projects where they did some ARPGs and a strategy game with it, and it's a culmination of their work. And ever since the success of Baldur's Gate 3, they have killed it. And now they have the full control, full freedom of the Divinity universe in their hands that they want to talk about and they want to express. And I'm going to show you the webpage and we're going to get more into detail here. So as you can tell, based on what's going on with this, with the website here, it's all set up. There's a newsletter, so if you're interested in the newsletter, I highly suggest checking it out. I'm leaving the web link in the description below, so if you're interested in it, you can go for it. But let's gonna go. I'm gonna go more into everything with the trailer so far with it and how it's described. Couple things. One, I cannot play the video because on top of the gore and stuff, which is okay for some of the TOS, there is some content within there that is not acceptable for YouTube, so I'm not playing it just to risk my channel, but I can actually describe what's going on from it. So literally in the beginning of the trailer, you're looking at a festival that's happening, but it turns out there's a couple of things up with it. There's some cultist behavior that's been going on. People are celebrating it. It's a festival. And there's a couple of things that actually caught my attention, especially with the individual in question. That was the source of what now is known as the Hellstone, per Sven from Larian Studios. And when it comes to the trailer, it says that the gods are silent and rebellion bleeds. Rebellion bleeds. There are some new things to it. My guess is that it it might be a separate universe of their own, or it could be a continuation from the original, Divinity Original Sin 2. Who knows? We'll get our answers later on once they release more information about it. But the fact that they mentioned earlier, where it says, "Hey, we are going," if you play the first original Sin and the second, then you'll have a lot more context of what we're building here. And there are going to be some more some more elements around it that's going to be built around it. And honestly, there are looks like some new races to play as, and based on the trailer, I can describe like when it comes to the orcs, like you don't see the orcs like as playable characters in the game of Original Sin. But now you're able to see like, oh wow, orcs are actually cohabitating, or half orc. Who knows? All I do know is that there are a couple of things that I am looking forward to. They've done a great job with the community and the community building with Baldur's Gate 3. So I have not high expectations of them, but I do have an understanding where they're gonna put in a lot of their effort. And I'm gonna go over on a couple of things that I've seen with a couple of other YouTubers that have gone over it before, and I want to give up my piece of my own mind on some things. So let's get into when it comes to the YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers from Slandered Gaming, shout out to him, amazing guy, awesome guy that covers a lot of the CRPG series, and Wolfheart FPS, really awesome YouTubers that go more into where the crafts. They're they have suggested that it is not going to be ACRPGs. It's more like a ARPG, which makes sense because honestly, if they wanted to do a original Sin 3, they would have said so. But when it comes to saying, "Oh, it's Divinity," it may be a culmination of a couple of things, and I agree with them. It's more likely going to be an ARPG, but what type of ARPG that people think of? There's a lot of inspirations and a lot of different routes they can go for. But personally, for me, I think they can go to the Dragon Age Origin route. Why do I say that? Because a part of me right now is having a gut feeling, and sometimes gut feeling is speculation at this point, and this is all pure speculation. I'm going to just preface it. And sometimes when I say my gut feeling, it's speculation. It is more likely going to be a style of Dragon Age gameplay that has never been seen before, or it's just taking some elements from it. And either way, whatever Larian does, I'm all for it. Mainly because there are a couple things that really has caught my attention from this, not from this trailer, but the way that they're handling their marketing and everything. The Hellstone. That caught my interest the most. What is a Hellstone? From the looks of it, it is an artifact that is more likely a tendril, like lots of tendrils. Like in at the end of the trailer, you're seeing a lot of people from the village. Like you can see a culmination of them be killed by it, and then harnessed and like hardened into the idol around it. So what tells me is that the Hellstone might be a artifact or a demonic piece that will actually have some significance to a couple things. It could be a gateway, it could be a power generator, it could be something that is a conduit to some sort of things. A lot of people, and that's something I really want to get into, is that when the trailer says a lot of things about like, hey, gods are silent, revealing bleeds, and new powers. That's where I'm getting into different. That's where we're getting different territory. What if we're not getting the original gods that happened in the series, and now we're getting new gods? What if new gods are coming up? What if there's different versions of new gods that are more chaotic? What if the chaos god, the there's a lot of other gods that could fit into it, and a lot. And again, I'm not an expert in the original Sin games. I highly suggest reaching out with Wolfheart FPS about it. And there's also another YouTuber, Monterion Games. I'm gonna put down their videos down in the description below, and you'll see what I mean. There is a lot of new things that are coming up. I'm looking forward to it. There are a lot of questions that are going to be answered eventually, and more questions will arise once those questions are answered until the game is released. I am going to put out a speculation here that the game will be released in the next, on top, 4 or 5 years on tops, because this looks like a game that is going to be cooking, and I know they're going to make a good game, and if it's going to take them 4 to 5 years to cook a good game, I'm all for it. And I'm looking forward to this very much. So, if what do y'all think? Please leave a like, comment down below what you think about all this with Divinity, and lastly, please subscribe to my channel. I'm getting into some tempo into it, and right now it's a regular for now, but I am getting used to getting into a lot of recordings and getting into the YouTube algorithm a little bit. Have a great night, y'all, and be safe out there.